So the past and the present. It's great to have this photo. There's very few photos of the old Ranelagh station. When they closed the line, they just removed the bridge, so the abutments were left, and the subway was still there, the white tiled subway and wooden steps up to the platform. This was the last station to be opened on the line, 1896. It necessitated opening a station here because the competition was impacting in this area from Dublin United Tramway. So they decided to open a station. It's quite a busy road here. So let's just head across. So the early 2000s, the go-ahead was given, I should say in the late 90s, the go-ahead was given for the LUAS construction. They had a big engineering job here to remove, so they removed the abutments that were either side of the road, Dunvillle Avenue, and they removed the embankment, as you can clearly see with that LUAS dipping there. So it would have been, this is the station site that would have been here, coming right over this road. And there was a signal cabin up till I think the 1920s, but the electric signals took over from Harcourt Street down here. In 1937 they put in an electric signal cabin, 36-37 in Harcourt Street station, and they had electric lights right down. This stretch of the line from Harcourt Street is really considered the urban part of the line, with the suburb of Ranelagh here. So there's a few photographs exist from the UCD archives that we're checking out. You can see the abandoned line in the 1970s, I think it is 1980s, and the footbridge. There was a couple of footbridges down there where the dip is, and they were all removed. And Coper Downs, there's a stop there, there's a footbridge there. But again, although they have been first aware of this area, probably 1980, my brother took me down what was left of the line, and we probably ended up here. And the subway would have been obviously blocked off. We couldn't get access to the overgrown track bed. But I just got off of LUAS there and it was absolutely packed. It was probably the equivalent on that LUAS that would have been almost a day's worth of passengers in 1958. Such was the lack of people using the line. As I said, there was a lot of buses in this area, so really people weren't using this station to go into town, because it wasn't a central station as I described before. Harcourt Street was off the beaten track, and it was much easier to get a bus from this area that would take you into O'Connell Street than get the train. You'd have to have a considerable walk along Harcourt Street to get to even Grafton Street, let alone to O'Connell Street. So you can see the terminus was definitely impacting. Okay, this is third video I've done now in this area. I shall post them over the coming days. Thanks again for watching.